Came back from one forum site, uploaded a bunch of videos here, and we're uploading the videos because we need all these videos to post to the website. That's what we're doing all these videos for, is to post to the website. Meanwhile, I'm on my other social media sites, and man, they're getting a kick out of this stuff. I think the reason why we don't have the flack that we have on the other YouTube channel and other channels we work on is because more of the trolls are here on YouTube, and they get really upset if you speak of their gray screen paints at the end of the day not doing as they claim they say they do. Now, some will get mad and commit crimes and all kinds of stuff because they don't want anybody saying that their gray screen paints can't read. But let's face it, the product is outdated. It doesn't read like it used to be anymore. You got much more higher advanced screens on the market that do read. Now, as you can see when we open up these mics, these people who make these products get very passionate. I only got one thing to say to you. Sign contract, come to Pennsylvania, see you in court. That's all I got to say to you. That's all you got to do. And so you're coming on YouTube, one of your channels and ranting, just sign the contract and see us in court. And I guarantee you 100% that screen paint right there, you can't read. Or any other gray screen paint we test, it can't read. It doesn't read gray. It doesn't read black. Gray screens do not have the ability to pick up black letters. Now that's what they do. They'll toss you in a dark environment. They'll hit it with a high power projector with a super inky contrast capability so they can manipulate and lie on their YouTube channel. But you have to be straight with your customers. Any one of your customers can take it to a small claims court. So, are you lying to them? Or are you telling the truth? Does that gray screen paint over there see 100% contrast? No. And so before you can get passionate, screaming all you want, the bottom line is, they can't see it. Yeah, so what's my projector is right now at 4,000 lumens to the screen. It's right up on top of it. I got this crazy projector coming in. It has a monster 100,000 to 1 contrast. That one coming in. 100,000 to 1 contrast on this beast of machine. And I bet you won't read a lick of contrast over gray screen. So, we are roughly using a Christie projector. We're roughly, 2 feet. That's it. Oh my goodness. This is going to be merciless. This is my measuring tape here. This is where we measure the projector at from the start here. We're 2 feet from the screen at 4,000 lumens. Now, if 2 feet from the screen at 4,000 lumens doesn't read, I mean that's 4,000 lumens. What hope do you have of an ultra short throw that reads in at 3,000? Alright, so I'm going to fire up the projector. There you go, right from the door. They can't read it. Mind, we're not even in full lighting yet. Let's go over to our projector. That screen is all the way out of whisper. Whisper mode is going to be eco. This right here is now at 4,000. Projector's running at 4,000 lumens. What do you got for contrast? Let's bring the contrast up here to help this gray screen out. Contrast is at 8. We don't really need it that much. We'll bring that contrast all the way up to, keep it running, keep it running, keep it running. Contrast at 20. So I'm going to show you my settings in here. See this right here? Contrast is at 20. And we are out of eco mode. We're normal, which means you're running at 4,000 lumens. So these projectors pick up 4,000 lumens. So at 4,000 lumens, at 2 feet from the screen, will the gray screen paint read? Will it pick up a contrast level? That's the most important thing. Can it read the contrast level? Well, let's see. I'll back this video a little bit, that far in. There's your answer. We're not even in a fully lit environment at all. 4,000 lumens 2 feet from the screen, and a gray screen can't read it up. Which tells you the lies that you're told that if you buy a projector with a higher lumen caliber, that this is going to allow you to be able to pick up the image that's traveling from A to B from your projector. And this is why when it comes to ultra short throws, which have a very, very little distance to go across, that's why ultra short throws can't read in full lit environments. Let me explain something to you people at the end of the day. These videos go everywhere. Matter of fact, my showroom is going to be showing these things off worldwide, everywhere in the world. So, what you ignore here will be everywhere. Because right now, we just uploaded these videos everywhere. So, we got people coming to the room. These are people who support these products, or people who make these products. And they call themselves popping in and popping out. And popping in and popping out. They do that because they're frustrated and they're upset and angry. That's why they do it. And they can't accept the fact that the screens they have sitting on their walls right now don't work. Look at that. We haven't had the lights on here yet. Let's put some lights on. Some lights will get kind of hot this baby. Now, that means the product you have, when we challenge you in court, because I told you we're challenging these people in court, you're going to have to prove that that screen reads a 100% black level as you stated in your description of your product. And while you're getting ready for court, we got a guy where it's going through your PayPal account. It's going to pull up all your transactions. Of course, your court order for that, you need it for court. All your transactions on how many people you actually sold this to. Within the timeline of statute of limitations, will show how much money you made without a business license, by the way, because some of y'all got business license doing this. But anyway, how much money you made without on a false demonstration. Which means you could have joint lawsuits pop up. So, if you claim that your gray screen paint seen 100% contrast, you lied. Because I can do this to you in the courtroom right now. No, for anybody saying, well, my gray, no. Your gray screen's not different. I can make a mixture right now. And I can post it on every forum site, daring any screen paint to do the same thing. And I bet you y'all won't go near it. You know why? Because you're self-matching. Because you had no, what you call black versus black test or nothing like that. You would have all types of problems. You wouldn't read on that. But let's go over here and let's get, let me see. Some fruit. Can't read green correctly. It just goes on and on and on. So your colors don't read at all. That's why for customers, they advise you to calibrate. Calibration. They advise you to calibrate. You know why? Your colors don't read. Look at the difference. Now this is our new technology. This is the ILEG Ultimate Apex Gamer Complete. This means a beast on every level. And it's blowing up on the other channels. It's blowing up like crazy over there. And they just watched this demonstration a few minutes ago and they're just shocked of it. Now, they say a gray screen's an upgrade. It's not. It's a downgrade. It's too old. It's been around for 10 years. I know it's been made a long time ago. It's an old, outdated product. Look at this. Look at this. Look it up. It doesn't even read correctly. Colors are way off. And mind, we're 4,000 lumens on our projector. We're way higher than a P2. And a P2 sits at 3,000 lumens less than a foot away from the screen, and they're always in the dark. Why are those projectors always in the dark? Because, is there anything wrong with the P2? No, P2 works perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. The problem is that the P2 is being displayed on a projector screen that can't properly read. Let's go get another one right here. Try that one again. Does she want to read? She doesn't want to read on that one. Let's try her again. Okay, moving on. Let's get this one. That one wants to work. Now I've seen this demonstration dozens of times on gray screens. They'll do this demonstration in a dark environment. Says, look, we're picking up a contrast level when you're not. Picking up anything at all, period. Can't read contrast. That's how your screen really look. Where's my lotion at? We got to put some lotion on the screen. This is what I mean by you come up ashy, dirty, and muddy. Any gray screen paint company, any one of you want to challenge this technology head on? I bet you $100 if you can prove in a courtroom that your product comes up not working. I'm not just talking about one person, I'm talking about all of you. It doesn't pertain to just one person just because he has this product up here. All of y'all had this reaction. Your gray screens, you have this reaction. You don't read contrast. You can be goose screen, it can be any company today. If your screen's gray, it doesn't have the ability to pull 100% contrast. Now, if you have a darker gray screen, you may be able to pull off darker levels of contrast levels, darker grays at the most, but you actually do not see actual black. Can't pick it up. I'll explain something to you. Come December, I got a lot of companies already we're taking to court. I would suggest to get it fixed because these lawsuits can be brutal, and on top of that, your reputation can be destroyed in the process. Because it means you have to pay back a lot of money to a lot of people because you lied to them and said you're picking up black when technically you weren't. See, the thing what they hope to get customers at the end of the day that don't know much about projection. Some customers don't even know the difference between a black and black on a screen. They're so gray and they think it's black. You're not seeing that. They think the projector's doing all the work. So you get a projector with a high contrast level, maybe 2 million, 3 million, 4 million to 1. They'll hit that on their gray screen to turn out the lights and they think they're seeing black, but technically they're seeing gray. And that's what they're hoping on. But we can fix that problem. We can actually pull you in a fully lit environment like we are right now and drop you in a projector with very low contrast capability, and your screen will have problems. Even with a high contrast capability, your screen will have problems. This projector is 4,000 to 1 contrast, or 3,000 to 1 contrast. 3,000 to 1 contrast, and the projector we have under the Chumi are 10,000. They still can't read on gray screen. Now we can blend into your colors, no problem whatsoever. You register better blues, better color levels. Turn that technology dark and unwatchable is completely impossible. Now, for the other person who made a statement about never got the letter, I said I was sending the letter. I never told you when. Remember that. I never told you when. But I said they're sending them. They're coming. I didn't tell you when. And some will require a person to be there to knock on your door. There are other certain letters we're sending. But I never told you when, did I? I said I was sending them. Got it? Be careful at the end of the day when you make those statements. Oh, let's go with the fish. Oh, come on. I want the fish. Come on. What's going on here? Fish. Want the fish. There we go. Now, this demonstration, keep in mind that the background must stay black 100% because it's a demonstration. So, beta fish, black background is made for OLED to show these fish moving back and forth across their ultra black screen. Now, the gray screen, the problem you have with that is it can't read the contrast level. Hard time picking up that white as it is. So again, you guys make statements, you can't back up. How do they do this demonstration anyway on a standalone? Because this doesn't work if you just stay on the background must come up black. How does that work? I noticed that. I've seen demonstrations of people doing this one, and then people have the darker screens. Your white levels are so horrible. Look at that. See how high white levels read? Your white levels are so saturated with contrast. Too much contrast saturation going on. Watch that fish push right through. Okie dokie. Let's see. 4,000 lumens. 4,000 lumens. Let's get something where we'll get, let's do, I'm going to do, microphones acting weird again. I think they are. Let's get that LG demonstration. Jazz, clear. LG, we'll get LG beta fish right there. Now, like I said, I'm paying several advertising companies to do these advertisements for me. Everywhere you go, everywhere. We're going to do massive campaigns on why gray screens are obsolete. White screens don't work at all, period. We have a white surface up there? Yes, we do. Here's another one that doesn't work. Let me see. We'll get the green screen in the middle. Now, my gray screen is supposed to be an upgrade. Supposed to be an upgrade for your. Did you see it there? Gray screen is supposed to be an upgrade for white screen. And that OLED symbol is supposed to be black. They'll do the same thing as the white screen. They just have a little bit of an upgrade. That's it. That's all. Thousand lumens, people. Let's see if we can read a contrast. 100% black level. Reading right now. What do we get? Let's bring ours over. Bring the white trim just a little bit more. Alright. Get a little bit there and there. White surface is not picking up, gray screen's not picking up, only our technology reads. So where are we getting the contrast from? This is the reason why you're stuck in dark environments. And this is the reason why your colors don't read and you can't even get 4,000 lumens to read. So where's the contrast at? So if I buy your screen paint, I'm expecting for that to work on my projector. I'm not paying any more money for another projector. How do we get my projector to work? So tomorrow we're going to pop on eBay. We'll ask some questions to some merchants. My question and answers. Explain to them what my projector I'm using, how much I paid for it, and I want it to work in my environment. Take a picture of my environment and send it right over to them and see exactly what it looks like in there. Let's see how many of you can tell me how we get this machine to work in my environment. How do I read that? And we'll pop over the Goose screen. Got some other companies that make gray screens too. Well, I'll pop over to all you guys. Ask you a simple question. How do we get it to work? How do we get the contrast to work without being in the dark? I paid $50 for my projector. Some of y'all paid $2-3 grand for it. Y'all stuck in the dark. Where's your contrast levels at? I've asked this demonstration multiple times to anyone that had a P2 projector, show me what 2,000,001 looks like in a fully lit environment on that projector. Show me one. And not one person can show me that demonstration. We get our hands on that projector, everybody on YouTube who posted that projector would have to shut their freaking site down. Because we're going to fire that thing up outside. Like we did the other one, which beat any demonstration right now so far on any from a P2 or Ultima projector. We did it outside. At 140 inches, way bigger than the screen size expected of that projector. There's contrast. We got 3,000 to 1. How come it's not working on that gray screen over there? Gray screen's not working either. How do we fix this? Y'all can't tell me. So like I said, most people go out and they buy a projector with a really high lumen count. Why? Because they figure the lumen count is going to be to help their screen when it's traveling a long distance. We're 2 feet from a screen at 4,000 lumens and we can't see it. Partial lighting, 2 feet from the screen, 4,000 lumens. Still can't see it. Right now we have roughly 6,000 over top of us. Dark environment, 4,000 lumens, 2 feet from the screen. Which shows you at the end of the day that in order to get that gray screen to work somewhat, you have to be in a dark environment with 4,000 lumens at 2 feet from a screen. You have any idea how embarrassing that is? I look forward to taking you guys' support, all of you. That's pretty bad. Well, it gets worse, trust me. Cell phone flashlight. So my cell phone flashlight is nowhere near as bright as 4,000 lumens from a projector. This is all that's needed to wash out the screen. It's a simple cell phone flashlight. Which means you're doing a demonstration in your environment. I come in with this, I can easily knock out your contrast easy. You can't survive with this. Really? It's a cell phone. Now the white screen, I expected the white screen not to work. It's a white screen. But the gray screen is supposed to be an advancement. It's supposed to be an improvement. Heck, they make so many things with ambient light rejection capability to them. And this is it. What we got? That's pretty much it. Yeah. Good luck in a dedicated theater when someone turns their phone on. Thank God we ain't got the light on behind us. That thing would have really taken it out. That's why in every demonstration, when you see a gray screen, it's trapped in a dark environment. That's why. Those of you sitting back with gray screens right now, we know what you deal with it every day. You're in a dark environment, dark environment, dark environment, dark environment. Monday, dark environment. Tuesday, dark environment. 3 days, dark environment. Thursday, dark environment. Friday, dark environment. Saturday, dark environment. Sunday, dark environment. Repeat it all again. That's where you're at. You can't be in an environment that we sit in. Heck no. You can't even be in my customers' environments. Your gray screens don't work. You can't read contrast, nothing whatsoever. I'm 4,000 in a foot with 2 feet from a screen. You got to be in here. Look how dark my environment is in here. Gee whiz Louise. This is how you guys... I couldn't imagine that. This is the reason why we watch our demonstrations. We see this room super dark, and there'd be lights in the next room over, and there'd be daytime in there. Every daytime, with lights be coming through the window, and the sun would be pushing through in the kitchen and dining room. But in that particular dark room, a black hole just went off back there. This is what restaurants go through all the time. Dark environment where they have the projection screen set up. Sports bar, dark environment with the screen set up. Everything else is well lit. Can't have things sitting next to a window. When they bump into one of you guys at the end of the day and you go, oh no, we could give you 100% contrast. No, you can't. You lied. That's why I'm taking you to court. Now, your job when you get to the courtroom is to back up that your gray screen can read an Infinity 1 contrast level, which you claim you can pull a black level. And has ambient light rejection technology, which you say you have a 2.0, which you do not have. You can pick up without ever calibrating. Your colors come up perfect. Now, I got an expert that's coming in to talk about that. So I'm going to expert it on calibrating. So, let's challenge you. I'm going to turn my lights on because I used to be in the dark all day long. I just can't stand it. Put partial lighting on. Look, get all lighting. You're not going to be able to handle that. Let's get that one for you. There you go. That'll work out just fine for you. Now, the reason why I'm taking the court because you went on your website, a bunch of people did this, went on their website and told stories about their products that weren't true. I love when I see the picture demonstrations of outside, projectors never on. They just show this light hitting the screen. That's false advertisement, by the way. You make a customer believe that it works outside, but it won't. Specification sheets not properly written down correctly, tests not being done. Like we got people steal our tests. That's what we're people steal our tests. Yep. Can't do their own, so they steal ours. And that's not the test you want to steal. So as you can see, in our new technology, our ILEG Ultimate Apex Gamer Complete pulls a 100 100% contrast level with no problem whatsoever. Now, when I come out here and say that a black screen is 400% white level, no, why would I say that? It's a lie. But you did say your screen's 400% black. Just keep in mind, all your specification machines were copied years ago. You still have the same stuff in there. It shows over years, you timestamp the videos to show down to year after year after year. You kept those same specifications there, knowing your screens couldn't do that. What else we got on here? Oh, you ain't picking up that menu. I know that for a fact. That's incredible Starship cockpit. Oh, check this out. Well, you're not picking that out. We know that from the door. That's not coming up. Somebody had a nerve to say that a gray screen is a fantastic application for a dedicated theater room. You're a liar. I built that room. I built one of those. No, that's not happening at all. Gee, Louise. No watchman hits us. Do you see how perfect that image is? Look at that. Look at that. See that hue? Black level picking up in the background. It's coming from outer space. Can't do that on the gray screen. No. Again, naysayer. And I hate to put it this way because you guys are a bunch of Karens at the end of the day. If you think the images, no, they don't bother. That's evidence for us. We like that kind of stuff. We get evidence. This is what we're going to be prosecuting in court for anyway. So we can use as much as we can because I got to send a lot of this stuff out. So yeah, we're working on that. On top of that, you've been redirected to my attorneys now. So they'll be getting all your interesting mail from now on. And on top of that, we come out here to show you the truth. Your stuff does not work. This stuff is fake. It has no ability to ever work. Now, like I said, in its timeline, where at one point it did work, but now it just doesn't work anymore. It just doesn't. There are too many advanced screens out there on the market. And it was just the gray screen, and it was just the, well, pretty much that was it. The gray screen and the white screen. This was the number one screen. The gray screen was the number one screen. Wouldn't have made any money off of it if it wasn't a number one screen. But remember, things change. Do cars come with 8 tracks in them anymore? Your game system is like a PS5, right? Is it Atari 2600? No, it's not 2600. Is it what do you call it? The name for that screen right here at the end of the day. Odyssey system? Got one of those? Is the name? No. What about Atari 5600? Not them. Atari Jaguar? None of them. What happened to those systems? They passed on. You got a new system now. You're entering the future stage of console, right? All right then. What about PCs? We're using still ATT motherboards. Yeah, with 8-bit graphic cards. We're using that? No. 56K? No. We upgrade. That's what happens to technology. It changes. The problem is your stuff never changed. It actually stayed the same way 10 years ago. And mind you, I was 5 years too late when I came out. So your stuff is older than that. Do you see me selling gray screen paint? No. Why would I sell that stuff? It doesn't work anymore. The ambient light rejection technology engineer won't even work with that stuff anymore. It doesn't work. We upgraded when we saw the diamond technology. And you guys are still selling that stuff. Look at the difference between the cockpit. Look at that. Look at this. I want you to see. Look at that. Do you see that? That's how much an improvement that you have literally got from your gray screen versus your white screen. That's why I'm going to see that demonstration called benefit of a gray screen versus a white screen. Why do you guys turn the lights out? Because your contrast levels are poor, that's why. Look how bad that looks. I gotta take a picture of that. Can we get pictures on here? We do. Oh, we're doing live. We can do a picture of it. Wait, that's the camera over here. 2 phones over here. Let me get a picture. I gotta post it to a site right now. Look at the gray screen. That's why we call it 50 Shades of Lies. Because what the gray screen did was it came on and started lying about its capabilities to try to compete with more high advanced screens by making up statements that it couldn't back up. And therefore, because no one challenged you in court, you continued on with the fiasco, not realizing that somebody like me was recording and documenting you year after year after year after year for this special date right now we have right now coming up. which means I'll be challenging your companies in court. Let me explain something to you at the end of the day. You want to be number one, right? You want to be the best screen on the face of the planet. Sometimes you have to make competition. We don't consider our competition. Our stuff is way too advanced for that. We can't even use that word now. We just want you to disappear. That's all to it. And the best way to make you disappear is to challenge you in court. We know your product doesn't work. We've been studying you for years. Your stuff does not work. And we know you've been lying. Watching your demonstrations, watching your customers, studying and watching, studying and watching, studying and watching. Gray screens been telling a lot of lies that are not true. The certified gray screens don't work at all. If the certified gray screens worked as they did, why would you have gunmetal technology that's far more expensive? $3,000 Dark Star 9 versus a Cinema Gray. Cinema Gray is $800. The Dark Star 9 is $3,000. There's a difference between the two. Even they know that the darker screens are far more superior. But you guys, with these gray screens, you're 10 years old, maybe 15 years old. I'm pretty sure you're about 15 years old. Your stuff doesn't work for jack. So what you do is you go buy these beefy, high-end contrast projectors, dark environments, and you trick the consumers to make them believe that they're getting something that technically they are not getting at all. And if you have mentioned the word black anywhere, contrast anywhere, in any of your description of your product, you can be taken to court. Why? What type of contrast is your screen producing? Because that's the question I'm going to ask you in court. What type of contrast is your screen producing? Is it black? Is that what you're saying? Because that'd be a lie. So what type is it? Is it gunmetal? That definitely would be a lie. You're nowhere near gunmetal status. So what color is your screen? Okay, so you don't know what color the contrast is, do you? What color is that contrast right there? You take too long and you delay too long in that particular question, you're in a lot of trouble. I mean, your reputation's on the line. You can lose a lot of money in this process. And if you sold enough of this stuff, you can actually go to jail for it. So time's are ticking. What color is that gray screen? What kind of shade of black is it picking up? What kind of shade of gray is it picking up? What color is the contrast? You don't know. So that means you went in and you lied. Your case is over. That fast. You lost that quick. You paused for too long. Because you got to think about it. When you have to pause, that means you have to think about the answer. Now, one person came in the room and answered my question. It's an open mic. What color is it? What color is your contrast? Now, mind you, here, you can speak freely. Oh, technically you can't, because all these are basically being used for court. But it gives you an idea of exactly what's going to happen to you. If you're one of these companies that have this product, you can't tell me what color that contrast is. Mind you, the lights in the courtroom are much brighter than what we're using in here, so it'll be interesting to see how this all works out for you. You don't know the color. So, you lost everything, you know? You have to come back in court for criminal charges, and you have to go through all your accounts and all that. See how much of the stuff you sold on lies at the end of the day. So maybe get 7 years out of it, maybe 8 years. But at least on the inside, at least the nightmare's over for you, right? Or, well, I don't think there is some court, because we're challenging. There is no court. There's no ultimatum out of this thing. It's not like we're saying you something you got 3 days. We don't do that. This is something different. We're challenging in court. Now, what about me? What about me? What about Mr. Oh, feel free to run. We're used to it. You can't challenge my in court. I challenge my own technology on a level that you don't even do. I push myself to the limit at the end of the day. We hope somebody addresses to bring us into court. Oh man, I'm going to have so much fun in there. I'm excited about that whole entire thing. I don't know which excites me more, Christmas or this. I'm thinking maybe that may be more exciting. I get to go in and show off my technology, a little advertising, some business at the whole entire time, crush your product in the process, have a little fun with it. Man, this will be fun, you don't know what. How can we get, seriously people, come on, bring me to court. Come on, what are you doing? Bring me to court. You said my stuff is fake and it's phony, right? Ain't got one person among all of you out here who made these accusations that's going to bring Mr. Bird to court. Not one person. This is how it's coming down to. I gotta sit here and ask you to bring me to court? Really? Gee whiz Louise. Come on. I need a big company. Come on, somebody got to challenge me in court, somebody. You won't. You know why? Because you watch, Mr. These big companies watch me. They watch the stuff that I do and they go, my God, this guy's outside with a 300 freaking lumen projector. He's in direct sunlight. They know they're in trouble in 2026 when that thing launches. They're watching this superior technology. This screen paint was developed, and it was just like a freaking TV. So, with that being said, they already know from the door who we are and what we're about. There's you little guys at the end of the day that are trying to climb the ladder and you're trying to use me to get to the top and trying to do, but I will step on you in that process. I'm not the person to do that person to come against. I will crush your product and develop technology to crush your product. You know how this works at the end of the day? We crush your stuff, we develop new technology as we're crushing your stuff. We take the new technology that we use to crush you, we take that to crush you. It's a pattern that goes on all day. What if I told you there's another version of this we're working on right now? You can't even get through this nightmare, and I can tell you right now we have another one we're working on. What do you do now? Well, it's neither here nor there. We're going to bury you in our technology at the end of the day, but it's going to benefit the customers more because I'm not going to deal with your trashy stuff anymore. If you got a white screen and you're saying you're upgrading my contrast levels and color to a gray screen, no, that's just not going to happen. Hey, is there any way we can stripe this thing out? We should stripe it. We should do a stripe one. We should do one with the gray screen on one side. I've got plenty of that paint down here. One with the gray screen. Ooh, we might do one of those tonight. Why not? Let's do it tonight. We got a splatter screen. We might as well do a bigger screen. Let's do a gray screen, Taco. A gray screen versus our technology. I'm actually in the process of wiping out gray screens. I am. I'm on forum sites right now crushing you guys. My technology is sitting on a forum site right now crushing you guys. And all I'm hearing is a bunch of crying and complaining over there. That's all you're doing. Insults, angry, bitter, that's all you're doing. Meanwhile, I'm crushing your stuff. Anybody willing to challenge me in court on your gray screens versus my technology? Anybody? Anybody willing to bring me to court, say that I'm a scammer and rip off on us? Anybody? We got anybody out there? Anybody? Well, this is going to be swift and quick. By the end, what we can do before 2026? I say between the summer, I'll wipe out every screen before the summer hits. And the reason why, again, I have to tell you this has to be done. It's you can't say you're the best unless you take on everybody. That's how it's done. That's what we got to do. No boxer in the face of paint coming to a gym and go, I'm number one, I'm the champion of the world. You don't get out of here with that dumb nonsense. You got to prove that part. No one gets to get those trophies and medals into the Olympics. You got to prove you are number one. And what do these guys do? The big daddy of all strength, please. Don't get me started on that hot mess. The best of the best. Another garbage technology that didn't even work. It's written there right there while we're sitting in this conversation. Paint's sitting right there. The refusal. And if anybody sits up there and says the other day, well, my paint's not Jamie's paint, I really would not make that statement. The screen is so ashy. It's so ashy. I swear, you know what you should do, Fernando? Every time you sell this paint to somebody, and I hate that anybody buys this, just give them a free bottle of lotion. Give them a free bottle of lotion for each purchase of your screen. Because your screen is ashy, man. It is ashy. It's like when my dark-skinned brothers come up out of the pool, and they got real ashy, they really ashy like, dude. Really? Hold on, I haven't written my name on it. I come up ashy too. I ain't a joke. I come up ashy. But I got some dark skinned brothers up in the day. So I carry lotion on me, man. Do you have any idea what the pool does to me when I come out of there? I said, yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. When the light skinned people pop up out of there, I'm like, lucky to be you, huh? I'm watching for the sun. And everybody gets their piece out there. But anyway, at the end of the day, you should actually give people free bottles of lotion with your gray screen paint. Anyone has a gray screen paint, you should offer free lotion. Because why? Your screen's ashy. It's ashy. Yeah. Taco, they put the lotion on the skin. Lotion on the screen. Now I think someone's been hearing me on eBay because people have been changing their specification sheets. I've been seeing people trying to figure out what color they have. But still, you can't say contrast or mid-gray, you have to know exactly what contrast color you're reading. You have to have that. So you got to figure that out for yourself. There's a lot of research you're going to have to do, which means you can't sell a product if you're still researching. It means you have to pull it. So that's the option I'll give you in court. The option I'll give you in court, hey, is basically just you're going to have to pull your site and bring it down, and you're going to have to recalibrate and bring it all back up again. You have to figure out exactly what color that gray is when it comes to contrast. Well, two days with the horse with no name, it feels good to get home the rain. See, gentlemen, you see why I did all my testing? Because of people like me. That's why. I'm the worst critic. I'm the worst critic I can ever have. I'm the one that I'm brutal to myself at the end of the day. My stuff has to work. Because I know there's people out there just like me. I go to a lot of form sites. And on those form sites is where I get my training and my practice from. Because I get a chance to have people that are answering me every question under the sun. And these people are gurus at them. These people know exactly what they're talking about. Projector screen paint guru. See, I know you guys control work. I see certain keywords, and you take those keywords and turn them into accounts to try to use them to think you'll fool me. I already know this stuff already. Sometimes I say keywords on purpose just to see you make accounts. I'm so far ahead, you guys, at the end of the day. It's not funny. I ain't trying to brag on the day, but I'm just saying I'm so far ahead. Man, you got to do better than this. You got to. And then the sad thing about it, the poor customer. The poor customer who's bright-eyed, bushy-tailed about buying a whole new setup. I see them in Best Buy picking out their projectors and stuff, all happy and giddy. And they look at the projector, all these colors attached to it, the people in the box smiling right back at them, making them think they're going to get the same image when they get home. Then they go turn the projector on and boom, and they there. Just like happened to me with it. It's a BenQ MS 800? Yeah, same reaction. Same reaction. They look the same. Colors are all washed out and everything. Back then you can just fix it with some simple gray screen paint. Not today, you can't. Now look at it. You ever notice a dashboard? See my dashboard on this side? See how you make out the dashboard crystal clear? Look at all the lights, the highlights from the star. You see all that, can't you, right? Man, imagine you're gaming on a gray screen. Oh my goodness. Gaming on a gray screen. I would rather drink toilet water. Game off of gray. I'm a big time gamer. My game's got to look a certain way. Oh, can you imagine what Warhammer? Who would have freaking playing Warhammer on a PS5? Oh yeah, I know. With that paint. Oh my goodness. Let me explain something to you. If you're playing on a gray screen or a white screen and you call yourself a gamer, you're not a gamer. You're not a gamer. I'd rather you live on an OLED at the end of the day. Not a big fan of the OLED, at least the black levels are 100%. I mean, if you call yourself a gamer, you should never be projecting on a gray screen. You can't even play Pac-Man on this thing. I had one guy sit there and tell me today, well, you don't play any high games. You can't play basic arcade games. Arcade games had black levels in the background. Oh, the Sony invented. All right, and just moving on. We're used to this. These screens doing it. They just bring us some basic Pac-Man. It frustrates the daylight out of when I talk like that. It's not intentionally. It's just stuff is horrible. These are my panels, by the way, are going up on my giant screen over there. I'm just showing you up close and personal how fast we can crush your products. Oh, man. I expect for your product to do a little better. It's supposed to be the best of the best. Oh yeah, right here. I'm gonna go back to the other one. I'm gonna find that Pac-Man. Oh, there it is, right there, Pac-Man. Oh, don't go running. It's funny. Every time I see one of you guys leave out, you know what it reminds me of? I think of you guys running down your hallway dressed in footy pajamas and pigtails, and you jump on top of your bed and you just scream into your pillow like, that darn cat is running again. And you put your diary, you're into the cat's writing in their diary, and you see the pen moving back and forth viciously, and you're like, dear diary, Kenneth Bird is driving me crazy. His videos are proving my demonstrations are trash. Yeah, it's true. You know, you guys make this stuff. And you won't test it. Hey, you come out with a really good screen paint. You just refuse to test your stuff. Why don't you test your products? Jeez. Give me that every day. Heck no. Playing the same thing we playing every single day. And don't write on containers. Please don't do that crap. Please don't do that. Don't write on containers. And people writing on containers talking about at the end of the day, or probably I don't want to hear that. You got to go in the same environment we got to be in every day. That's what we got to be in every day. Same environment. Ugh. I'm gonna embarrass you right. So that white screen. No, the white screen doesn't work. We already know that for a fact. That thing doesn't work. I can't even pick up my menu. Really? Where's the rest of your screen at? Gray screen. Where's the rest of your screen? I swear, if I didn't make any screen paint, and this is what I had to depend on, somebody's going to court. There is no way in the world God's going to clean. I'm going to accept this nonsense. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, white level's on our side, right? Yeah, of course. Now, I think we'll go downstairs today and we'll do some demonstrations against gray screens. So gray screens are crying here already. They're like, oh my God, it's an abnormal lighting. Like, we're not well, what are you challenging us for? We specialize in ambient light rejection technology. Why in the world would you basically go against a technology that's designed to thrive in here? That's just real stupid. That's like basically at the end of the day, like picking a fight with a fighter that may be like an 8th degree black belt or 9th degree black belt. You're a simple white belt. You bite off more than you just chewed. Don't give me that freaking writing on containers. I'm not ambient light rejection, Kenneth. I looked at that and saw it, and I feel like you gotta be kidding me. This joker told all that trash on his channel, and this joker sent me emails talking about don't put me in contrast environments, don't put me in well-lit environments, don't put me against Surrey. Give me a list of stuff he doesn't want me to do. Well, what the frick are you challenging us for? I gotta do this stuff to your stuff every single day now. Every day. Your stuff is gonna go on site. When we doing it to your product every day, it doesn't work. Good luck with the court case. Man, look how horrible that looks. Where's the rest of your screen, man? Look at my menu. Look, where's the rest of the screen? I'm gonna pay freaking $200. You want $200? You say he has a black product? You don't know black product. You don't even know what you're doing. You can't even make this the perfect black product. Please. Missing a ton of information on that. Yeah, good luck whoever gets ripped off on that mess at the end of the day. Black product. And there's no testing, no batch number. The batch number is fake. Everything's fake on it. Like we got a black Frankenstein from it too. Yeah, that was not there in any way whatsoever. Went on there, self-destructed on his eBay page and just destroyed it. Just like he does all his other websites. Got mad, let his emotions get the better of him. So if you had a black Frankenstein, black, what do you call it, Metallic MX 2.0, why didn't you do it against the stuff we sent to you? Because you would have had that product long before we sent it over to you. So why didn't you do it against this? Because you never had it. You did that at the last minute because you can't actually answer the questions that we gave you on a specification sheet because you don't know them. So you figure the fastest way to get around them is just basically go in and change the container over to black. But Fernando, you got a problem here. If anyone orders from that site and you don't have that information that we have on our site, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Ah, man. People get themselves in all types of trouble. It's like, he's the type of person that'll copy off somebody's paper and then they'll look at it and go, oh my goodness, your IQ's that high? We got to get you in a special class with special people that have that great IQ capability. They're going to put you in advanced calculations. You're going to calculate, so you're going to be sitting in there and not know what he's doing. He's seen shows like that, like Malcolm, was it? It wasn't Malcolm, it was something else that happened. They put him in an advanced class, an insane advanced class. But anyway, everybody hates Chris, that's what it was. Everybody hates Chris. He cheated on the SATs, and basically they put him in an advanced class with these really crazy kids that had insane IQs, and it was driving him crazy because he didn't know what they were talking about. That's literally what you're doing to yourself. Good gracious, you can't get red to read on your screen paint. Oh my goodness. For 4,000 lumens, this is 4,000 lumens at 2 feet on the screen, this stuff doesn't read. God, Jamie, your paint is junk. How? Look, are you kidding me? Look at this. We're 2 feet from the screen. We're 4,000 lumens on this baby. We can't see your screen. Where the heck is your screen? Yesterday, all his troubles seemed so far away. Looks like they're all here to stay. You're gonna wish for better days. Gee whiz, that's horrible. I'm gonna crush you in that courtroom. I'm gonna crush you in that courtroom. We'll find out in the statute of limitations on how much money you're gonna have to pay back to other people. You don't have enough money to pay me, Fernando. You don't have enough money. You don't have nowhere near what I'm about to sue you for. You don't got that money. So basically, we'll make sure the people get theirs first. You got to pay restitution. This paint is horrible. And he jumped his price. You thought we were going to buy it. We're not buying that. I can make your stuff right here for $11. Why the heck would I give you any money? We did this one already before. You know the whole $1,900 you transferred to your account when you cried on all the receipts? I gave you money already. On my eBay account, you can literally see on there we gave you $104. 3 of those, that's about $312 that we transferred over to you, and you couldn't keep any of the money. And what am I going to give you money for? There's no point in me giving you money. You can't back this stuff. I can make your product if I wanted to, which I did and sent it right back to you. Your own ingredients. You can't back up your own ingredients. Why am I going to give you money? Oh my goodness. What the heck? What in the world? Dude. I'm going to be in that courtroom and be smiling at you the whole entire time. Somebody looking at you like, yeah, this is going to go down, right? The only difference is you're going to be in the courtroom with us. And nobody like going to be home watching this. You're going to be in the courtroom with us. That's if you make it to the courtroom. That's if you make it. That's a big if. But if you do get in there, if you can get in there, I'm just going to be looking at you like, say, just look at him. There's nothing to say. He ain't gonna look back at me. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna hit between his legs. His legs are gonna be shaking. That's what he's gonna be doing. Trying to figure out how to get out of this mess. You can't get out of that. You're stuck in that one. Let's get another one. Oh. Isn't outer space supposed to be black? Anybody? It's supposed to be black, but I never heard of outer space being gray. I think in all the Star Wars movies, I've never seen gray outer space. Space. Final frontier. These are the voyages of Star Trek. My goodness. Look how horrible you're competing with the ultimate Apex gamer. That's what you're saying. You're competing with this product. I got your stuff here already. I didn't buy your stuff. I got it right here. I got your approval. I sent it to you and I got your approval. You sent it back. Gee, that's horrible. I got to get a recording for this from other channel. Jamie's paint versus our new green screen paint. 4,000 lumen projector. We can't get his screen to read. Perfect, man. I got to do a recording here. This one. This is awful. Oh, my page is blue. Oh, you saw the demonstration we did here. What are those? Like I'm looking at the screen like, what are those? Stop it, sickly. You're killing them. If you ever saw David Chappelle, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, you missed out. Let's get over to that red section over there. Here we go. Let's see.
Rolling in the mud?
Oof. Man, my kid's coming rolling in the mud here, not walking past inside the house without a garden hose attached to it. Anyway, look at that. Look at the bright reds, the beautiful colors, so it's great screen paint product. You'd have to calibrate to get those colors. Let me tell you something. I can get a professional, Fernando, to calibrate a P2 projector and put it on your screen, and I'd still beat the crap out of it on an uncalibrated projector, which I'm going to do to you. I got a lot of stuff I'm going to do to your paint. You got big plans for your paint, man. This paint on the table, we got big plans. Not on YouTube. I told you we're going to have this on a showcase. We're going to put your paint against all these high-end projecters and see how badly we can beat them on everyday projectors. Oh my goodness, look at that. I can't do this. It's just too much. I gotta do a recording on the other channel for this. Hold on for a minute. This is going on my other YouTube channel. Jeebus Louise, Fernando. Come on. You sold this to people? People actually had this on their walls? They paid for this stuff? Man. It's like the equivalent of allowing Chuck Norris to kick you in the private area, like jumping off a trampoline while wearing a rocket pack and pointy cowboy boots right toward your private areas, man. That's horrible. You don't have any respect for your work. You sold this slop? It's slop. I'm sorry, people. It's slop. It's slop. Look at that. Come on, man. That's horrible. Where's my recorder at? I gotta get a shot of this. Alright, people, how we doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Burma. Company is ILEG Technology Screens. We're advertising our new technology, which we call the ILEG Infusion Light Energy Gain Ultimate Apex Gamer Complete. Screen paint we have up here is Crow's screen paint. It's Crow's Metallica mix, but judging by when we sent it to his house and we got the product back, this was supposed to go against all his products, so this is pretty much all of them together. Cinemax, Hybrid, Personal, and the Metallica Mix 2.0, and this is the reaction we're getting. Now, a projector we're using in the demonstration is a Christie LW400. We are sitting up here in lumen mode, which means we're at 4,000 lumen. Contrast is at 18 or at 20. You really can't see it because the screen's washing it out. And then we're over here, we're at 2 feet from the screen. And this is what we're getting from his cookie. It's amazing, best of the best screen paint products. And as you can see another recording going on right now. We're doing a live stream with inside of a live stream. That's reversed. You can see it on our end right here. This is what his product is pointing out right here. Sometimes these people who make these products get so frustrated and upset with me, they say at the end of the day that, hey, look, he's using special camera equipment. I don't think that's even possible. We're using 2 cell phones right here, and we're going back to back to back. And it's the same way on either side, which means I feel sorry for you people who invested money into Jamie's paint, but it's a scam at the end of the day. And he's ripped a lot of people off in the process. Keep in mind, we have 24,000 lumens in the ceiling, and we still can't get a 4,000 lumen projector to read a proper color of red. Wait till you see the contrast. It is actually insane. Well, gotta go. Let's go into my other channel right now. So you just watch me do a picture-in-picture video. Boom, boom, boom. This stuff don't work. Y'all got ripped off. I think the next demonstration I'm going to do that. I'm going to do back-to-backs. Here and here and here. Multiple cameras showing the screen back-to-back so you can see the settings, everything very point of view. Recording on top of recording on top of recording. Oh, by the way, those of you made the statement that we're using special camera equipment to make our stuff work, get prepared for court. This is going to be really pricey at the end of the day, so you know that you made a very nasty statement about my stuff. And you started using special equipment in my camera to do this. This is going to cost you a lot of money. Don't make statements you can't back up in court. Remember that one. All right, I'm going to have you paint my screen for me too, Tony. Really jolly old time. That's awful. That is awful. Look at that. Let's get another one. Let's get another one with some contrast levels in it, because this is going to my other YouTube channel. Gee whiz Louise, man. What did you guys purchase and paint to your walls? You know, a cat blanket can beat your screen. Did you know that? I come in there and tack up a cat blanket. You'd be surprised. Your daughter walked down in a hoodie and lead against your screen. Like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Come back here again? Oh, you got to be freaking kidding me. A hoodie? You got ripped off on a hoodie. You know what you need, how much money you could have spent on your on a hoodie compared to that screen paint? Gee whiz Louise. They're already mad at leaving the room. They're already upset. So they're mad at me and they left the room. We had a couple people and they got mad and left. They couldn't take it anymore because they got that screen sitting on their wall right now. That's what they got sitting on their wall. They spent the time to paint all that in, got your projector set up, and now look what you're looking at right now. Your stuff is like horrible. All right, we got another demonstration to do. Let me clean up my camera lens right here. We're going to do camera on camera. All right, we're doing pre-record here. We're doing live here. All right. Hey people, how we doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Burr. My company is ILEG Technology Screens. We're doing this demonstration with two cell phones. I got one here. I want to show you that the paint we're using right here in the center of the screen, right here, the one that's painted, is basically a screen paint by Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, who claims to make this really amazing screen paint, but actually turned out to be nothing more than a fake. Now, the larger screen that you're seeing around it right now, the larger screen is basically our technology. Actually, we have a DAB, or a new ILEG Ultimate Apex Gamer Complete, painted right in the middle of his screen paint surface right here. Some people thought there was a hole there, but that's an actual screen there. So we took some of the screen paint, painted it down to a surface, put our little dab in the middle, and then painted the larger screen with our technology, and as you can see, it just doesn't work. His product doesn't pick up that 100% contrast. Colors are completely washed out, and we got some people in the room right here checking us out. They keep popping in and out, just to let you know, due to the fact that they're very frustrated because they have this probably on their wall right now. Oh, here comes the fish coming in right now. Do. See how the fish is all washed out right here? So we're watching the recording as we're watching the recording. Look at that, look at that. Look at that contrast. Look at the colors washed out. Oh, where is the black levels? I'm going to tell you something. Batman is the world's greatest detective, but I don't think you can find the contrast on the screen. Look, fish is entering through. Oh, back again. Boom! Back and forth. So we're going to do these demonstrations called back and forth with two cameras, which I have to show you no matter what camera we use. Look at all the lighting we have in here. We can't get a screen paint to work. All right, if you're tired of washed out, ashy screens that don't work and can't back up their products, check out our new technology coming out on the 19th of September. It is the Ultimate Apex Gamer Complete. This is the most best screen paint we ever developed. Ultra short throw compatible, fully weatherproof, works with projector mapping applications, pulls up at 100% complete contrast level. Does not require expensive projectors to work. Bam! As you can see there, back to back with the cameras, people. Back to back with the cameras. Look at that. Look at that. Boom! This is how we do it, people. That's how we do it. All right, gotta go. Hope you enjoy. God bless. See, that's how you advertise a product. Now, that tells people at the end of the day who have not bumped into us to stay the freak as far away they possibly can from us. Unless you want us to do that to you. That's why people don't speak our name. You know what we're about. You know, we can back our products on any level. And we beg people to take us to court. I'll be in there dancing. I'll send you a thank you little card. Buy some flowers with it. Like, did he just send us flowers and a thank you card? I thought this is a big mistake. It's a big mistake. And you better not turn me down either. You better not take away my opportunity to go in a courtroom. You better not. Because I'll be very upset about that. So, if you send me court order to go to court, you better not back out of it. Don't you do it. You do it. My counter also to me, ruthless. So do not do it. Don't rob me of my opportunity of having some fun. You better take me to court. You better. Thank you. I figure I'd crush you inside with the other paints we have now. Take you outside with that technology and just destroy your ultimate power. I'm having fun. Because we can do this all day long. Let's get something else. Come on, we're having fun. Oops, I'm gonna snag my controller. Gotta take that off. Let's bring something else in here. Let's have a little fun. We are control. We got the charge in here. Good, we're good to go. Let's get something else. Who feels the excitement? Who feels the freaking excitement? Didn't he just say at the end of the day that we're using special camera tricks? Didn't he say that? Let's see what his contrast level spoke over here. See how he's rolling up his sleeves? That's about to do you when I walk you in that courtroom at the end of the day. I remember that song when it came out too. All right, let's look at this here right here. We got Crow 1176 screen paint. We call it the refusal. Now, why is it called a refusal? Because we sent this product to his front door and he sent it back. Yeah. Anyway, so in this demonstration, we got back-to-back cameras, back-to-back people, back-to-back. And we're going to be showing you some demonstrations on both cameras back-to-back. Boom, boom, boom. first of its kind, right? Yeah, there you go. So here we are. I'm recording right behind you guys right now. Hello, people. How we doing out there? Recording right behind you. As you can see, first things first, I got to bring it back. First things first, my name is Kenneth Burr. My company is ILEG, Infusion Light Energy Gain Technology Screens. We're showing this amazing screen paint, the best screen paint we feel on the planet. This technology is called the ILEG, Infusion Light Energy Gain, and it is called the Ultimate Apex Gamer Complete. We started off with the almost beastly gamer screen paint and ended up with a screen that makes everything look absolutely amazing. So over here we see this screen right here, that is Jamie's paint right there, which is called the Telecomix 2.0. Pretty much matched everything else he makes at the end of the day, and that's what the challenge he was supposed to do, but we got the paint sent back to us, so he could not back it up. And as you can see in the demonstration, that piece of surface that was painted in the screen paint, we just wrote a little dab of our paint in there, just a little dab in there, to show you how much of an impact our product has over here. So look at that, didn't even show a thing. Whoop, just switch back over again. Now we're behind the camera right now, and you can see the people in the room. Hello people, how you doing in there? Sometimes they leave, sometimes they go. We don't know. But it's a live chat, as you can see. If they want to talk, you can see it all right in here. This is going to be posted on my other channel, by the way. So I'm going to do videos from now on, okay? Hope you people approve of this. Okay, thank you so much. Sorry about that. I talked to them really quick. One just left the room. I think it was frustrated. But anyway, so in these demonstrations, we're here to show you why gray screens are considered to be obsolete. And this is why you don't spend your money on an obsolete projection screen, because again, you're going to end up with this. Now let's go hit this button right here and get this party started. So as we start to go through in a fully lit environment at 24,000. Oh, wait. Let's explain the setup here. So his screen paint's being hit with a 4,000 lumen Christie projector. We are 2 feet from the screen, making contact with the screen. And as you can see, his screen is not picking up anything. Let me show you right here in settings. We have the contrast pulled up for the screen all the way to 20. As you can see, that screen's washing it out. And we're in normal settings, which means we're at roughly 4,000 lumens. And we still can't get his screen paint to work. And we just painted a little dab right in the middle of his screen. And this is how much of an improvement our product gives to his product, because it doesn't work. Let's reverse back here behind the back of the scene. You know, they once accused me of using special camera equipment and my phones to actually make my screens look a different way. But don't worry about that. We're going to court pretty soon on that one. That's going to cost somebody a couple $1 million. So that's going to be really, really rich to watch. Well, not rich for them, rich for us. Anyway, people. So, as you can see, our technology does exactly what it's designed to do. This is going to be an interesting video. I can't wait to post these up. And I like to have fun in these videos, and that's what I'm doing, having a little fun, but also too showing you the serious part of it all. Do not get ripped off on scam gray screen paints that don't do what they're supposed to do. And if we can't get a 4,000 lumen Christie projector to operate at 2 feet from a screen, what is the point of basically setting it up in your environment? All right, hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for your time. I got to go, and God bless. Boom. Now, we just got a nice shot of before and after, before and after, before and after, before and after. I kind of like got a nice little beat to that right there. And meanwhile, Jamie's paint just got destroyed again. We're going to talk about your black paint. You can't have a black paint. We all know that. You made that phony stuff up to try to look good in the stream. That's all you did. Like you do all the other stuff you do. It's going to be another failure product that can't even back it up. First things first, who is even dumb enough or foolish enough to buy anything from you? You got caught matching house paint and the Network Gray 773, which is Cinemax, which is supposed to be your flagship. You got caught in your personal mix. What happened to those videos? Oh, they magically disappeared. You got caught a number of times. We got caught with Google. We just went in Google and swiped images to try to make it sound like it came from his paint right there in the blacklist, and you check it out for yourself. And you lie. You lied about moving out of your apartment and moving to a new place. Lie. So all you do is lie. And then you have a habit of being a thief. You stole from companies and ripped them off. Clearly, you ripped off and stole from Stan Lee. We all saw that one in the room. And you try to steal from us and take our patent material, which you're still going to court for that, by the way. You're a rip-off artist, and you rob people with this fake house paint mess and Then we watched you on your own eBay listing. Jump the price, steal our specification sheets. I mean, from a person who's claiming that we're supposed to be all these bad things, but yet you steal our information to use for your own products. That says a lot right there. That says the word, people, is jealousy. That's where that comes in from. You're jealous. I'm so glad. No, see, that's why I don't with that one. But anyway, I'm going to post these videos on my Facebook page. So that way you can see what we do. Jamie, even your black paint, which you don't have at the end of the day, whatever that mess is in that can, which I saw the white levels that came up so poorly. And how would I know, Jamie? Let's go back here. How would I know about black technology? Well, how would I know? Oh, I'm the guy who invented it. Oh, yeah. We had this a long time ago. Yeah, wait before you even thought about anything else. Yeah, there you go. We invented it first. So that means I would know more about it than you do. Wouldn't that be right? I mean, if you got a professor who's been studying nuclear physics for, I say, roughly 30 years, and you got somebody who just came out and he's got 2 years of experiments, which one would you think knows more? I think the one for 30 years is basic common sense. All right, then. That means I would know more about you. And if I look at your screen and tell you that's a failure, it's a failure. It's not to say at the end of the day I'm saying because I'm jealous, because what to be jealous of? There's nothing to be jealous of. You can't even make your grade paints correctly. You don't know what you're doing. And keep in mind, I gave you permission to make my black technology, and you couldn't do it. What is the deal with the water and white paint and the glitter? What's the point of that? Oh, you're trying to get your white levels to read. That's what you're trying to do. You're in a different direction. Never mind, forget it. But anyway, I'm going to post my videos. I'm going to post my videos from other channel. Now, I expect you crow, whatever you guys call yourself, I don't care. You call yourself to be on my other channel, crying and whining, because you do it a lot over there. You cry a lot over there. It's a lot of crying going on over there. Yeah, a lot of crying. I'm surprised when you open your eyes up and down, it doesn't sound like a rusty door. You know what tears do, right? They replenish. They replenish your eyes so they don't get dry. Some people can't produce tears, so they have these special eye drops they put in. It comes to the cleaning and all that stuff. Your eyes opening up must look like a rusty door trapped in an apocalypse world, covered in caked in sand and dust. Because you cry so much. There's no more tears left. The ducts are empty. Tear ducts have nothing in there. Gotta go outside and lay in the rain with your eyes taped open so that we can get some water in there. You can't see me on camera, but I'm sitting there thinking my eyes and looking at Oh, that's funny. That was funny. Anyway. No. Anybody want to take me to court on this stuff? You ready? Alright. Not those stuff. No. Alright. I'm going to go on Facebook. I'm going to put your stuff over here. Me crushing your stuff again in this video. This is going to be funny. They're going to get a kick out of this one. And, yeah. Good luck with all that grace of the day. By the time we get done, we're just going to, we don't have to prove ourselves to them. The technology is what it is. But long after we're selling this stuff, we're still going to be crushing that stuff. Now, as for the other people that sell on eBay, one test only, that's it. That's all we got to do is just side by side. I'm still going to give you guys credit for your work, because some of your stuff is pretty good. No problem with that. But the rest of you dummies, no, I can't say dummies. The rest of you foolish ones at the end of the day who have been doing dumb, we're going to crush your stuff into dust when I get done with your stuff. There's going to be nothing left of it. Nothing at all. Has anybody got a magnifying glass? We got a magnifying glass? Anybody got a magnifying glass? We're going to put you outside against that technology, the screen of green sunlight. We're going to put you out there at 120,000 lux of sunlight at 300 lumens. See how you do. Out in the middle of a park. There's no doors. There's nothing to protect you out there. Not a thing. Nothing at all. It's like tightroping on an imaginary tightrope. Can you imagine that? We're going to put you out there in the middle of a baseball field and watch your train disappear. Alright. I'm going to upload this video over here to my other account. Oh, gray screen, where did you go? Nobody knows. doing. I'm start doing open chat. I'm gonna put the camera behind it to record everything. Now this camera goes online, which means I can broadcast on this one or I'm broadcasting on this one, so people can go to different sites and they can see it. I'm gonna name that other channel called Haters Teddy Bear Tears. So when you go in there and rant, it's gonna go there. Everybody will see you ranting. I'm gonna make money off you guys. Come on, now you guys go on my channel, you cry all the time. I'm gonna make money off y'all. When y'all we take you to court and we crush you in the courtroom, we're gonna make money off your documents. We can do that. I can literally sit there and say people are so jealous of our products, they're willing to go to jail for it. And we have the documents right there to prove it. So everybody's gonna build a website, and every time you guys lose in court, it's gonna post you to the website for everybody to read. We're gonna advertise off that. Profit off your dumbness. So you're going to pay Mr. Berg, you're paying me two different ways. You're going to pay me by what's going to fame, what I'm going to get out of the courtroom out of you. I'm going to post it for everybody to read, and you're going to pay me because you lost, because you can't back your stuff up. Baby, crying like, put your head on my shoulder, doo-doo. Oh man, we're not even done with the screen. The screen's not even fully completed yet. It's only 50% done. It hasn't gone into full beast mode yet. This is just beginning stages for this technology, and we're having this much fun. Guys, I've been turning the channel. They're crying about this screen. They gotta be writing about this thing by now. Like, oh my goodness. What did he do? What did he do to my screen? I made it better. My screen's way better than yours. I made it much better. Paint over the rest of it. Fix it. Somebody fix the gray screen. Oh, I just thought about something. I'm going to take your screen paint. I'm going to paint over 100-inch screen. I'm going to do a video how to fix a gray screen mistake. I'm going to paint over and make it better. I'm going to do it in this environment too with a lot of light. We need lots of light. What time is that? I want to do a demonstration down with this stuff and no more lighting. Put your head on my shoulder. Baby. That's a good song, by the way. It's really good. So I like the oldies. I love the oldies. I love the oldies. Sing a good song. Alright, which one we do? Crush. We know which one with crushing power. We're trying to figure out which one of these we use for crushing. Absolute crushing power. I want to take this one right here. Bam! About to load it up. Why? Why do you make us bring the power? Why? We bring the power. We crush your screen every day. Crushing. Constantly crushing your screen. Crushing. Like I said, people say, oh, I got Russians in my family, please. But anyway, they've been a crack, and I said, hey, did you see me in the YouTube channel? It's completely crushed the screen. And they say really good, they can roll the C's really good. It's crushing the screen every day, crushing it. Jamie Paint? Yeah, you crush it. Crush the screen, crush it. Oh, it uploaded. You should label it. Look at it. Look at the power of our product. Look at it, just completely destroyed. It's going with the crushing. Oh, and for just in case, because one time we had this guy coming here and said that was just a hole in the screen. Okay. First things first, we backed that one up already. And second, at the end of the day, that still doesn't explain the rest of the screen. Even if it's a hole in the middle of the screen, you do know the rest of the screen is painted gray, right? Did you think about that one? That we did a white screen and we did one with a splatter image, that still the white surface is still making contact with the black surface, not just the black hole in the middle. Alright. I got this song, that's a beautiful song. Alright, we're going to put down, ready? The caption should be good this. Apex Gamer Complete. Destroys. 2.0, you only got 2.0. I'll put down 2, that's what I'm doing, put down 2.0, and then put a question mark next to it, because no, it's not. Alright, boom. That one already took off on there. Alright, well that's basically about it. I've got pictures and stuff I took of this. I'm going to be loading those up pretty soon. I got to go back to the site and do that back and forth. We got our lights out in here. It's hot. These lights on. Oh, all once. There we go. Oh, by the way, so if anybody's just going to say, so hold to the screen, BAM! No hole at all. But it doesn't make a difference. The rest of the screen's in gray. So how would you explain that right there at the end of the day? So that doesn't make any sense anyway. It's still showing improvement, but the screen's gray, right? There you go. Alright, that's how we do it, people. That's how we do it. Just remember that if we get a you get a document sent to you, and it's from our attorney, advising you to go to court, that's what we're going to do tonight in courtroom. Video uploaded already on the other side. Naysayers, we welcome your crying. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to get another channel, and I'm going to basically upload from this camera here. It's going to take all your comments, and it's going to push all of them to the other site. We're going to load everything up. We're going to have people come in and can watch, you know, the naysayers cry on our channel. I got some merch coming out for you guys, for the criers. Got some merch coming for you guys. I got some extra thick tissues for crying. Some extra thick tissues for crying. Oh no, not that kind of merch at the end of the day. No, this is for the haters only. This is merch. Look at the haters that's left out because they're mad. You got mad. Like, we're not supporting your merch. But at the end of the day, my technology doesn't need you haters support. Actually, it'll probably be for you guys in the day. Or actually, I'll make it for you guys. I'm gonna make merch for the haters. Oh yeah, it's for you guys. You know, extra absorptive tissues, hater tissue tears, and I got to make a special. I can't tell you about that. The sweatshirt is awesome, but it's always gonna be made for you guys, for my haters. That's for you. I'm making it especially for you, only for you. All right, people, I had some fun with this video. At the end of the day, you know, we got to come out here and have this fun, you know, because, you know, people make up these fake accusations, they get mad and bitter and angry with me, but we back ourselves up. I can come out here and have fun and back myself up any day of the week. Now, you see me come up here and have this fun right here? This is what you're going to expect from me in a courtroom. So please, come on, take me to court. Take me to court. Come on. Come on, do it. Of course you won't. You won't do it. That's why. Because, you know, at the end of the day, we can back ourselves up, and that's the way it's supposed to be. For people that want to get into the world of business at the end of the day, this is how you want to be to back your products up like this. Because you have that confidence. And again, like I said, it always helps to have your business with the Lord. Because again, as I said, boy, turn this off. Because again, the Lord will make sure that no one can come in and touch your stuff. You'll be to back yourself up in every way possible. Put your hand on my shoulder. Baby. Now you see that right there? That black paint, that's our technology spattering on the screen. I did that because I had to do something to basically cover up those black lines, because again, I have to put my screen up there and I don't want little white spots showing in between. So what I did was I went in and I basically covered the corners up with some black tape and rolled over top of the black tape with our screen paint, so everything would blend in when I put the tiles up there. But if you notice, with our technology, even those boxes don't even work, because that's the bad kind of technology we have. That's what we do. Boom, boom. Isn't that pretty cool, huh? Yep. Anywhere we put that paint, it reacts just like that. Boom. Just like that. The paint's gonna make a lot of money. A lot of money. Anything we spatter that stuff on, Reaction time is extremely fast. Like I said, piece of cardboard like Jamie, just roll a little piece in it, just like that. That's all. That much of an improvement. I get so angry. Why so angry? Why? Why so angry? What did I do? I'm so angry. Why so angry? They get so angry toward me. Alright, that being said, I'm done. I got things to do. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for your time and God bless.